instead, if you keep on remembering God, whatever activity we do, in spite of all the activities that is going on, and then in the back of that, the back of the mind, there should be a continuous remembrance of God. This word, this Namajapa, loud Namajapa, is to for one purpose. You will not hear any other thing. Unwanted things you will not hear. Because you are chanting, you will not be able to entertain any other thought. So it keeps the mind free of other thoughts and also keep the ear from hearing unwanted things. And also, when we are singing something, when someone sings sincerely, then the eyes will close. Hare Ram, then you will close your eyes. So the eye is closed, the ear is closed. The ear will not be able to hear anything. So the eye is closed, the mind is also closed for all other things excepting the Nama. So constant remembrance of God. With constant, if you think, all the activities are automatically become spiritual. Whatever be the activity you do, it will become spiritual. So Gandhiji has mentioned this in his theory on Sarvodaya. He has mentioned a story. The story of a Vyadha, a hunter. In the Mahabharata comes, Gandhiji has mentioned it. So he mentioned it in different purpose, different context. But that story actually is a very wonderful story actually. So it's a story, it's a great saintly person. But he is a butcher. Not a hunter, I made a mistake. Butcher. The butcher. So the story comes like this. One boy, he got some interest in spiritual sadhana. The parents were old. The parents said that if you go, we will take care of us, please don't go. That was, no, I can't do all this, I am going for God realization. So he went there in this, learned some technique, and he was sitting under a tree and meditating for long hours. So after some time, one day he was meditating and there was a bird on the branch of the tree and there was a dropping bird drop. Then he got disturbed and he looked up. When he looked up, little anger was there. So the bird was burned to ashes. And he became very happy. Achha, I have got this capacity. Now I can burn anybody. I got this siddhi. He thought like that. And then he was feeling hungry. Then he came to a nearby house and asked for alms. But Bhavati Bhiksham Dehi. So that Mataji looked at him and then disappeared. And after some time she came. And she came, he looked at her. Then she told, I am not that bird. When she told, I am not that bird, he said, how come that Mataji knows that I have burned this bird? So he fell flat on her feet and said, kindly enlighten me. No, I can't do that. You go, such and such a person is there, you go to him, he will enlighten you. Then he got the address, but she did not say he's a butcher. He went there, he said, butchery shop. No, how can I say it be here? Then he was wandering up and down, loitering, and then the other butcher called him, Hariom, come here. The Mataji sent you. Yes. Then he asked him, all those, let it wait. How come that you are doing this big job and you know all these things? Then the other says, Yoga Karmasu Kausharam, for that this is the example we given actually. Yoga is the dexterity in action, skill in action, different ways it is translated. So the Vyasa says, I am placed in this situation. I cannot change it. I was born here. This was my job, so I do it. That is my job, that I do. But my mind is not here. My mind is elsewhere. While I do this job, the Papa and Punya, nothing will affect me. I have nothing to do with it. So, Kushala, we call it Kaushala. Kushala is a word, Kaushalam, Kushala, that word is derived from the Sanskrit root. Kusha, Kusha means this, Darba, Kusha grass. So the Brahmachari boys who are studying with the teacher will ask to give them the job, go and bring Kusha grass. Kusha grass are very sharp. If you go and pull it, it will cut your finger. So the Brahmacharis will learn to bring the Kusha grass without hurting their finger. They will be able to take it out without hurting the finger, like the chakka when you cut. The gum will be there. You have to cut it in such a way that the gum does not affect you. So Kushanari Ati iti Kushala. So while you are doing all the activities, the activity will not bind us. We have to do some activity here. You are placed in a particular situation, so that we have to do. There is no escape actually. But when you do that, it should not be a bondage, it should not bind on you. So to do that, this is very essential actually. The constant remembrance of God. Prayer without ceasing, they say. In the Christian tradition also, it's very important actually. Continuously thinking of God. Initially, whenever gap is there. So that is the reason which is Papa has mentioned. This is the easiest way to help you to receive what we have heard. Otherwise, it will go like this. Either sometimes it comes like this. Swami, Shivaji Maharaj has given one story. The story of 3 skulls. One king was there and he wanted to find out. I want to find out who is the most wise person here. So a very wise man thought I will be selected. So then he brought 3 skulls and then find out who is the wisest among these 3. How to find out? So everybody was looking and what answer we can give this other person. The person is not alive. So one man told, I will tell you tomorrow. Okay, he said. Yesterday he came with a stick. So he put this stick here into here. So it came this way. So this fellow here and it goes like this. And the second you put here and it comes like this. Like me. So we hear and speaks. The third one it goes. So Swami Shivananda story, which I often told me the ashram also. So that receiving part is possible only by constant remembrance of God. So Swami Shivananda Maharaj says, cultivation of virtues and eradication of vices and constant remembrance of God. And then automatically all the activities, whatever be the activities, you are placed in different situations by some unknown power. They may be able to change, they may not be able to change. So whatever be the condition, but this is possible within our capacity to remember God, to chant His name. So even Shankaracharya also says, don't worry about all this. Bhajagovindam means that only. Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam, Govindam, Bhajamudam. Samprapte sannihite kali, nahinagi rakshadi. Do cringe karane means Sanskrit dhatu pata. Do in English and do in Sanskrit are same meaning. Do. Sanskrit is equal to do English. So no activity will bind you. You keep remembering God while your hands are engaged in the activity. Then remember God actually. So what we need actually is a prayer to Bhagavan to bless us so that we will be able to remember Him. So in order to remember Him and be devoted to God also, His grace is required. In Tamil they say, Avanarunal Avantal Vanangi. So Avanarul is required, His grace is required. So we have to keep on praying to God to bless us so that we remember Him all the time. That is one of the reasons Acharya Shankara Bhagavad Pada, Bhagavan Shankaracharya has written so many stotras. Although he speaks about Advaita, Papa also, Advaita will say, when you read certain things, in the certain prayers, it is highest Advaita. All the pairs of opposites will reconcile there. Then light and darkness will reconcile there. All pairs of opposites. Pairs of opposites is our problem. So all the pairs of opposites will reconcile in that place. So Acharya has written so many slokas. And also he says how to make prayer. If you go through Bhagavad or any other scripture, then you will find that there are so many prayers where we request Bhagavan to bless us to have His remembrance. So one of the work of Shankaracharya is called Shivananda Lahari. Shivananda Lahari does not, don't connect it to Shivananda Swamiji. Shivananda Lahari is Shiva Ananda Lahari. Lahari means wavelets. In that work, so Acharya says you, while you run there, here and there, wandering everywhere, go and stay in the Himalayas and then stay in some other cave, these and all these things. Why don't you sit in one place and remember God? So many slokas on it. And I am a Grahastha. I got all the problems. I go to and come to the ashram and stay there with you. So that I will pass on my problems to you. So, whether you are a Grahastha or Sannyasi or Brahmachari or Vanaprastha, all these are not problem. Why don't you sit quiet and think about God? Why don't you make prayer for that? Why don't you request Bhagavan? Why don't you pray to Bhagavan to bless you with that constant remembrance? So he says like this, Manaste padabje nivasatu vajastotra pranidau karauja bhyarchayam shudrapi katha karnana vidau tavadhyani buddhi naina yugalam murti vipave. We make a prayer like this. Hey Bhagavan, Bhagavan, please bless me. Yes, what do you want? Manaste padabje nivasatu. Let my mind settle at your feet. Manaste padabje nivasatu vajasto trapanidavu. Whenever I speak, let me speak your glories. Manaste padabje nivasatu vajasto trapanidavu karauja bhyarchayam. Let my hands be engaged in your worship. Sudhirapi katha karnana vidau. Let my ear be engaged in hearing your glories and stories from the mouth of great Mahatmas. Manaste padabje nivasatu Vajasto, Travanido, Karoja, Yachayam, Shuddha Vigata, Karnanavido, Tavadhyane, Buddhi. Let my intellect be engaged in your meditation. Nayana Yugalam, Bhakti Vipare. Let my eyes behold you wherever I see. Wherever I see, let me behold you. Not in one particular place. Wherever I see, may I behold you, Bhagavan. Why don't you help me like this? If this is there, what more you need? Paragranda Kairva, Jani, Paramataha. What is the use of studying scripture, this, that, and all these things? Ultimately, what is to be achieved that you provide me? So, like that, there are shlokas in the Bhagavad also. Vani, Gunanugatani, Shravanav, Katayam. So, the Bhagavad, you say that people make a request. Let me Vani means whatever I speak, let me speak about you. Vani, Gunanugatani. Let me, whatever I speak, let me keep on speaking about you, Bhagavan. Shravanav, Katayam. Let my ear be engaged. Let me speak about you and let me ears hear about you from others. So this is being told in almost more than 100 times in different ways. Some places you find is a prayer. Some places you find these qualities are there in a person. Sometimes you make a prayer, Bhagavan, you please give me all these things. In some places they say this person is blessed with all these qualities. In the case of Ambariksha, they say Ambariksha, Ekadashi observed and he realized. So we also observe Ekadashi, things happening. So before that they say Ekadashi, how? Savaimana Krishna Padara Vindayo Vacham Sivaikuntha Gunaduvardhane. Savaimana Krishna Padara Vindayo. His mind was always in Bhagavan Krishna's lotus feet. Vacham Sivaikuntha Gunaduvardhane. So his tongue was always speaking about it. Like that, all the qualities, his ear was hearing about Bhagavan. So the chanting of Ram Nam, don't think that it is easy thing. It is the best sadhana. These are meant for some people. Those who can't study scriptures, those who do not know anything, they can do chanting, and for us it is study of Dhamma Sutra. Dhamma Sutra is also difficult. This is also difficult. It is not easy to chant Bhagavan's name. Even opportunity is there, we will not do it. So the chanting of Bhagavan's name will help us to achieve everything. Automatically it will purify the mind and prevent us from doing wrong things. And also purify the mind. When the mind is purified, then Bhagavan is not far away to achieve, he is very much here. One of the work of Todagacharya, one of our Swamiji translated. So the heading he has given is the revelation of the ever revealed. Revelation of the ever revealed. So Bhagavan is here, is always present here. What you are seeking already, it is already there, it is sought. Siddhavastu. So the chanting of Bhagavan's name, continuous chanting of Bhagavan's name is in the center. It will take care of the other one also. Cultivation of virtues and the eradication of vices. And it will take care of spiritualizing all the activities. So this is what Swami Shivanji Maharaj has said, spiritual seekers. This is, you will find this everywhere in all the scriptures. All the great Mahatmas speak about this. They may give importance to one another. Even when Buddha says you cultivate virtues, ultimately he means this one. So, may Papa and Mataji and Swamiji and all the rishis of this Bharatavarsha and Bhagavan bless all of us to have his name in our mouth. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om 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 Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Hari Om, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. We are very happy to announce that in the Vision of God has been brought out in Tamil now, in 2 volumes. Pujya Swamiji, while he was writing to various devotees, some of it were culled out and brought out in the form of mundane spiritual life. That has also been translated into Tamil. Andrada Varvil Anmigam. And in Telugu, small books like Thus Speaks Ramdas, this of course I cannot read, Sayings of Ramdas, Glimpses of Swami Ramdas, all these have been brought out. In Tamil again, last year we brought out a small book called The Mother of All. Quotations of Pujya Mataji. Even after scaling the heights to such a level, Mataji was still an earthly mother to everyone. So with that background, the book was brought out. Anaivarin Annai in Tamil. Last year, during the Saptaha, Nama Saptaha, in November, coinciding with the beginning of a centenary year, we had a series of satsang here. The essence of which had been culled out and brought out in English as Sadhaka and Sadhana. That has also been translated into Tamil. Sadhaganam Sadhanayam. Papa's first book, In Quest of God, has been translated into Tamil. Sorry, Telugu. In Tamil also is there. Kadavulai Thedi. Parampuja Papa wrote about Parampuja Mataji. It was a small book, later it was enhanced. That has also been translated into Tamil. Krishna Bai. The Gospel of Swami Ramdas. Volume 1, there are 2 volumes. 1 volume that has been translated. It has been brought out in Telugu. All these are available. Of course, they are available in few copies because it depends upon the number of people who wants it. There is no use of nowadays, there is no need to print and stock it. As soon as somebody expresses their desire, we can even immediately get it printed and sent it in. So these are all books available. Those who are felt from within or motivated from within to going, kindly get in touch with the publication. Thank you. Today evening at about 7 o'clock. So immediately after the Arati, 6:45, all are requested to have their meal and kindly be here by 7 o'clock. A local team, they wanted to offer their worship in the form of Sangeetopasana. It will be there for 1.5 hours. So we all request you to come here and be there. After the Arati, there will be a small video show. Probably immediately after the Arati means probably 9:15 here. We will have it done here. There is an interview of John David with Param Pujya Swami Satchidanand and also Yogacharya David Ji's video for 20-25 minutes. It will all be inspiring and it will all give a boost to our spiritual sadhana. So we request you all to kindly make use of this wonderful opportunity. Again we repeat, tomorrow morning we have Ramnam here. Immediately after starting the Ramnam at the Samadhi Mandir, we all come here and sit. And up to 7:10, the Ramnam will be going on. And then, just like today, in a very orderly manner, we all go to the shrine. As Pujya Swamiji said, now keeping up the remembrance, in the form of chanting. Chanting is for remembrance, So with that bhavana, we will all go and offer flowers at the holy feet of our masters. Then we go for our breakfast. 9 o'clock, 8:55, please. Let us all assemble here near the flag post. And the flag hoisting will be done. That is the tradition here. On all important days, the flag hoisting is done. Immediately after that, we all come here and the commemorative satsang program starts. After a brief introduction, Pujya Swamiji Maharaj will release a book entitled Experiences and Reflections of Param Pujya Swami Satchidanand. First copy will be received by Amma Devaki Amma here. And then there will be a small bhajan. Immediately after that we will have a lighting of the lamp with Guru Stotra. And then we will have one bhajan. Afterwards, Amma will also share some thoughts with us. Then Pujya Swami Vivekananda Maharaj from Chennai Mission, he will also be here. He will share some thoughts about Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And then Brother Larry will introduce a few words about Yogacharya. For the sake of those who have not attended it yesterday, today morning we shared this. David Ji has been in touch with this ashram from 90s. His guru, Mother Hamilton, and her husband, they happened to meet Param Pujya Papa in Seattle in 1954, and after that they all came here for intense sadhana. And they had mystic experience here. And so the bondage started from the 54 onwards. And after they dropped the body, there was a little small gap. But again, when David Ji became the Yogacharya, he came with his friends in 1990s. As soon as he saw Pujya Swamiji, somehow he felt a close affinity towards him. And he was, throughout the stay here, he was really making use of it to the fullest. He used to come here, and in the first trip, he also covered a lot of holy places in India. Later on, we came to know that he has jotted down all his experiences with minutest details. And then he was to come and attend this program. God willed otherwise, in August he dropped the body. So their friends have come from Seattle. As their labor of love, they brought out a book entitled Spiritual India, having two parts. One part dealing with his visit to the various places, meeting various Mahatmas, and the second part deals with his experiences and reflections he had while he was in ashram, especially with Param Pujya Swami Satchidanand. He always felt that Pujya Swamiji was his second mother. So tomorrow we thought that would be the fittest occasion to release it. So he will release it, and the first copy will be received by Nalnyamma. They all know Nalnyamma from that time onwards. So these are the programs in brief till 12:15, 12:30. Then a few of us will go inside for the Arati. And 3:30 to 4:30 we will have a special bhajan here by Professor Anandashram. And again in the night we will have a devotional music program by Rangapai from Mangalore. Every program should enable us to move closer to him. Let us not treat anything as a program. Papa has given us a wonderful opportunity for all of us to intensely think about the goal of our life, the ideal of our life. And not only that, simply they have motivated, they have provided such a wonderful opportunity for all of us. We could see that from 3rd of this month, how enthusiastically people from different places came here, day and night. Chanting of Ramnam went on. And yesterday, and Swamiji had to come all the way from Rishikesh. Swamiji is very young with 84 plus. We simply informed. We sent a letter that was also not given. Then he said, at least give me some details.